Hey, Stereo Azimuth here. I've got a really cool product, the FiiO KA11 dongle. But this thing is more than just a dongle. And let me explain. And I think that if you have a regular Apple dongle, then this thing is much better. Everybody should have one of these over the regular dongle. And I'll explain why. Number one, it's not just like a pass-through chip. It's like, okay, negotiating the handshake and just sending on whatever the audio signal. Like this actually has a DAC chip on board, and it has an op-amp amplifier on board to give you much more clarity, much more like power, much, just much more of everything. So it has the Cirrus Logic 43131 DAC chip in it. And then it also has like an op amp. The model number you probably don't care, but basically it gives you at 16 ohms, it gives you 245 milliwatts of power, and at 32 ohms it gives you 200 milliwatts of power, and that's at 125 dB of signal to noise ratio. At least that's what FiiO claims, and I kind of believe them because I tried them with high sensitivity like IEMs, and they sound fantastic. No noise, and gives me plenty of power. You can even use them with, I for casual listening for like HD 650s or I have a HD 660S. I mean, this thing is pretty powerful. Packs a huge punch in a small little package, and you can see. I mean, here's a regular Apple dongle. They've made it to where it's pretty much the same size. You just get more body. And let me switch to the desks, my desk camera, so you can see. So here's the regular like Apple dongle, and here is the FiiO. So you get like more body, and then you also get this nice thick cable. But it's basically about pretty much the same length, but it's got this magnesium alloy body. You can get it in black or kind of a silver, whitish, kind of silvery color. This is the black with the silver. You can get it in the USB-C, or you can get it in the Lightning. USB-C is becoming a lot more popular. Even with my new iPhone, it's a lot more popular. I mean, it will play 384K files at 32-bit, like up to that. It will play DSD files. I mean, this thing is not going to play DSD files, right? Like, so that's what an advantage, but like you get the advantage of a real DAC chip and an op amp. And because it is like power, it is, 200 milliwatts at 32 ohms is not a lot, but that is very much plenty, and it's not so much where it's draining your battery. I've done I've checked out other dongles, and I even have a video that I'll post here where I sample and like did a test of about 4 dongles. The problem with all of those is kind of two things. Number one, they're kind of big and bulky. Yes, you do get like more like features, like they may have balanced out, or they may have like other things. I know the iFi is like bass boost and all that fun stuff. But then the drawback of that is that it's using more battery power for those features, like for more power, for running balanced, all that kind of stuff, because there's more stuff in it. There's more circuitry, there's more power. So you're using the battery power of your device for that stuff. This is not using that much. And it's like, to me, it's like just the perfect amount where you're getting like a hi-fi experience for your really nice IEMs that you have, and then you can take out on the go and use them. But you don't have to just use it with your cell phone either. You can use it with your laptop, which is probably a better output than what you have on your laptop. You can also have use it as your desktop, as you can just as a temporary thing. Like, there's no drawbacks. I mean, this is a replacement for the KA1. The KA1, you needed drivers to work with Windows and all that kind of fun stuff. This is all compliant, works with no drivers. I've tested it with Windows 11, tested it with Windows 10. I've tested it with using it in Linux, and it all works just fine. I've tried it with my Android device. I've tried it with my iPhone. It all works perfectly. The only sort of drawbacks of this thing is that it does not have mic through, which I really don't see as a drawback because most of these dongles don't have mic through. Okay, so if you have like IEMs with a mic, like that mic is not going to be, you plug this in, it's not going to be connected to the phone. The other thing is that there is a little bit of warmth that happens with this because it is in a small case. So there is a little bit of warm to the touch. Now, it doesn't get hot to the touch, but you can feel a little bit of warmth. But, for me, that's a slight trade-off. The only real operation for this, because mostly it's just plug and play, is that there is a light on here, and the light is just an indicator light, and it's blue for playing any files, like when you first plug it in, or if it's playing any files that are under 48K. For anything above 48K, so you're playing 88.1 or 96 or 192, then it's going to be yellow. And then for DSD files, it's going to be green. And that's really about the only sort of like manual instructions that I saw for this. It's a really, really cool device. FiiO did not send me this for, to show you guys. I did it myself because I think it's a wonderful device in it. I think it's $31.99 right now on Amazon. You may find it cheaper at other places, but there is an affiliate link to Amazon that I will put in the description if you would like to support support me. That would help me out. And because I just think that it's a wonderful, wonderful device, and it's also very inexpensive. One of the most, it's almost the same price, just a little bit more than a regular dongle. Now, FiiO makes like a KA11, but I don't think that the KA11 is probably going to be like their version of this. The KA11 is a little bit more expensive, is going to be this, and I think that it's very worth it just for the small size, and it's like it packs a punch. The sound is very wide. Some people, I've read some reviews that some people say that it's kind of warm, and I would say it might be warm if you're coming from an ESS DAC or something like that. To me, I think it sounds very neutral. Like it has just a nice clarity to it. But the width and the separation for me, like with IEMs, was just fantastic. Like I couldn't believe that I was listening to this on like just a portable device, and especially something that this small, that's just about the same size as a dongle. So really, if you want a better hi-fi experience, then this is a no-brainer buy, I think, for that kind of thing. So anyway, if you have one, or if you have any other suggestions, please, I'd love to hear from you. You can hit me up in the comments. If you have any other products that you would like for me to check out, I would love to check them out. So just let me know. And as always, we'll check you guys later. Have fun.